Hi, how are you doing? This is Mathis Connor with Connor Management Group, and this week we're going to look at the best dividend stock to buy right now. Today is June 5th, 2014, and the company that we're going to take a look at happens to be in the wireless communications industry, and we see its 12-month upside at 36.4%. Now, some of the major names that you know in the wireless communications industry are, kind of what's known as the Big Four here in the United States: Verizon Communications, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile. So those are the companies that we're talking about for the industry as far as the best stock, as far as the best dividend stock to buy right now. And we will go on to the next slide, and we'll see that the company we're talking about is none of those just mentioned, and the name of the company is called América Móvil. América Móvil, the ticker symbol is AMX, and they are a wireless communications provider, and we see their 12-month upside potential at 36.4%. Now, you may not have heard of América Móvil, and it makes sense because they're primarily a Latin America wireless provider. I mean, they really are the Latin American wireless provider. Let's go into the business summary. We have América Móvil provides telecommunication services in the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean. It offers mobile and fixed voice services, including airtime, local, domestic, and international long-distance services, as well as network interconnection and public telephony services. The company also provides data, messaging, web browsing, mobile entertainment, enterprise mobility services, and corporate network services, as well as data services such as data transmission, email services, instant messaging, content streaming, and interactive applications. I think that does it. Another brief business summary I have is América Móvil is the largest provider of wireless communication services in Latin America based on the number of subscribers, with the largest market share in Mexico and the third largest market share in Brazil. So that gives you a little more color. Their website is www.americamovil.com. That's spelled AMERICAMOVIL.com. América Móvil is headquartered in Mexico City, Mexico. They were founded in the year 2000. The number of employees they have stand at 172,000. Their ticker symbol, once again, is AMX. They operate in the technology sector. The industry is wireless communications. And on to the overview of their numbers. The annual revenue for América Móvil over the last 12 months was $61.1 billion. So while they're not a household name here in the United States, they are a very large company with annual revenue of $61.1 billion over the last 12 months. The net income over the last 12 months stood at $4.8 billion, and the cash from operations was $15.3 billion. The market cap of América Móvil is $68.5 billion. So this company is, as large as they get. On to the products and services slide. We have the logo for América Móvil, and we have a list of the countries that they operate in. I mean, North America, United States and Mexico, Central America, Guatemala, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Honduras, Panama, Costa Rica, and they also operate in the Caribbean as well as South America. Listing of some bullet points about the company. We have operations in 18 countries in the Americas, more than 265 million mobile customers, more than 31 million fixed lines, 19 million fixed broadband accesses, not sure what that means, more than 19 million television subscribers, coverage for a combined population of 852 million, and state-of-the-art products and quality services. We also have a pie chart breaking down their first quarter 2014 service revenues. About 37% of their revenues came from wireless voice. Excuse me, sorry. 25% from wireless data, and about another 15% from from wireless wireline voice. We also have a table showing where the wireless subscribers are. The largest subscribers once again in Mexico and Brazil. Mexico accounts for roughly 25% of all their wireless subscribers, and Brazil accounts for another roughly 25% of their wireless subscribers. On to the metrics slide. Once again, the annual revenue over the last 12 months for America Mobile was $61.1 billion. The net income was $44.8 billion, and the cash from operations was $15.3 billion over the last 12 months. The operating margins are quite healthy. In 2012, the operating margins were 33.7%, and in 2013, the operating margins were 32%. On to the evaluation metrics. The trailing PE ratio right now for America Mobile is 14.7, and the forward PE ratio is 10.8. So that alone tells you that earnings are expected to grow in the future over the next 12 months, with that forward PE ratio being lower than the trailing. The PEG ratio is at 2.1. It's not too rich. The price to sales is modest at 1.1, and the price to book, I think it's reasonable, at 4.3, and the enterprise value to EBITDA ratio also reasonable at 5.2. The recent closing price for America Mobile was $19.44. The 52-week low for the stock was $18.40, and the 52-week high was $23.75. So the stock is a little closer to its 52-week low than its high at this point. The 20-day moving average is $19.97. The 50-day moving average is $19.99, and the 200-day moving average is at $20.80. It's a pretty tight range, which reflects the fact that the stock has not changed much over the past year on a net basis. The average daily trading volume for America Mobile is 5.3 million shares per day. The beta for the stock is at 1.1, so the stock tends to move with the market. The dividend yield is at 1.7%. So we consider this to be an average dividend paying stock. I mean, the average dividend paying stock pays about 2%. We feel, this is slightly less at 1.7%, but we feel America Mobile has substantial appreciation upside. So it is still a solid dividend paying stock, but we also feel it has substantial upside potential as well. And the average dividend payout ratio for the stock is at 19.7%. On to the next slide is the price chart. And, basically, as we described before, America Mobile over the past year, has moved over a pretty tight range, roughly from a little under $19 to a high of a little over $23. But on a net basis, over the last 12 months, the stock price has changed by less than 1%. I mean, the chart we have says over the last 12 months it's changed by minus 0.26%. So basically, it's unchanged over the year, but the company has undergone growth, and growth with no change, we think, is just a setup for the stock to be under pressure to advance. And that's what our analysis shows. So the stock price, it's oscillated a bit over the year, but net it's flat for the year. On to the next slide. The financial statement quality of American Mobile is excellent. I mean, the debt they have is extremely manageable. They have, over the next 5 years, they have about $10 billion worth of debt due, and on average, you could say that their income over each year is going to be about $6 billion. So $6 billion a year with $10 billion due over the next 5 years. They're sitting very comfortably financial wise. The operating margins, the trend has been flat. As we mentioned, it's in the low 30s. Their price pattern trend, it's been flat, but the company is still undergone growth. Right now, overall view of the market is neutral. There's been some pullback in the NASDAQ market, and right now we're seeing about a balance between stocks with upside as well as stocks with downside. So we don't necessarily see the market pushing hard in either direction right now. The recent closing price for American Mobile was $19.44, and the 12-month price target is we have at $26.51. And on a percent basis, the 12-month potential we see for American Mobile is at 36.4%. So you have a solid dividend-paying stock, a stock with excellent financial statements, and a stock whose price has not changed much over the last 12 months, but has definitely undergone growth. We just feel that this stock is under a lot of pressure to advance over the next 12 months, and we feel that American Mobile is the best dividend stock to buy right now. So that's our assessment, and take a look for yourself. But this is the wireless telecom company for Latin America, and it stands to reason that's why we don't necessarily hear much about it, but looks like it's a great buy. And on to our last slide. Our last slide is just a reminder, an announcement that Connor Management Group is now open for business, and we're taking investment management clients. And basically, if you're looking to increase your savings, improve your lifestyle, accelerate your retirement, or just have a bit more financial cushion, then we think our investment management service is something you'd like to consider. We can manage your IRA accounts or other stranded 401k accounts you may have, or just a regular unprotected regular account that's not tax protected. We will manage that as well. And one of the things we do is we use our proprietary algorithms and to invest and monitor our clients' funds. And also we create concentrated stock portfolios where we only will hold positions in, say, 10 to 20 different stocks, while the average mutual fund holds positions of 150 stocks or more. And we believe that's one reason why we have a better shot at actually beating the market. Additionally, we use what's called a separately managed accounts arrangement. And with a separately managed accounts arrangement, you open up the account in your name and you simply give our firm management authority over that account. So we cannot withdraw any of your funds. We could just manage your funds, and additionally, you can see exactly what you're invested in 24/7, which is something you can't do with mutual funds. And if necessary, we can make some customizations to suit your situations. We offer 4 different strategies. One strategy is a dividend / equity income portfolio strategy, where we just focus on high quality dividend stocks that have potential to grow. We have a value portfolio strategy, which is where we seek out very undervalued stocks, and the portfolio has very low turnover, and just exert some patience for those names to come around and appreciate. Additionally, we have a more aggressive long-short portfolio strategy, where we will take long or short positions just based on market conditions. And additionally, we have a very aggressive option portfolio strategy, where we take positions in calls and puts. So those are the 4 strategies we have. We feel good about them because we offer a range of payoff opportunities depending on what your interests are. If you want something conservative, we have the dividend equity portfolio strategy, and if you're looking for something very aggressive, we have option portfolio strategy. So we give you a nice range to choose from. So we are using the latest technologies to allow you to use the separately managed accounts features, which is a new trend in investment management, and we're combining it with our own proprietary algorithms that we have to be very proud of. So if it sounds of interest to you and you have $25,000 or more to invest, please call us about becoming a client, and you can reach us at 281-947-2201. That's 281-947-2201. Or you could find out more information about us at our website, which is www.connermg.com. That stands for Conner Management Group. That's www.connermg.com. So we hope this presentation has been helpful to you, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.